how's it guys? And well, um, one of those late nights where I'm busy editing, and I thought I'd share this with you. So I was gonna show you quickly. I actually did a recent shoot, what I call a lookbook. So I get a client who says to me, "Listen, here, our company wants to do a shoot, book a shoot with you. We want to do, let's just say, a corporate look." And I'll be like, okay, cool, how many people, so forth, so forth. And then like, can you show us examples? I'll show some examples. I'll say like, what is it that you need? And they'll say, we will need a, I don't know, like a international look, or we will look something that's more X, Y, and Z. And I'll say, sure, then I'll do a lookbook. I'll get a model in, and we'll do the shoot. So we just show you quickly here. So this is a recent shoot, as you can see on my screen here. I shot this with the gorgeous Kelsey, and we've done numerous takes on numerous outfits, so that the client could see what it's all about. But I actually want to retouch one of the photos to show you what we sent to the client, and it's this one over here. So I'm just take that out quickly for you, and then we will hop right in back into Photoshop. So this is the image over here. There we go. And it's busy loading, and there we have the image. So as you can see in this image over here, it's very well lit. Obviously the stand was in the way to the one side, and softbox was slightly that way, but I'll show you now how we will take care of all of that. So basically the image is nice and sharp. As you can see, there's Kelsey, minimal makeup that we went for. So first things first, I just want to get the shadows and so forth right. The color I'm not too happy with, so dropping the color there slightly. That's very good. Play around with some adjustment curves over there. Drop it, lift that up slightly, maybe just drop it somewhat. It's a bit too much, so I think I'll drop my exposure somewhat more. Shadows a bit much. And what I like to do is I like to play around with luminance. So as you can see, her face is over here, it's well lit, but I like to bring that out. So I'll just push that slightly. There we go. Oh, that's much better. Alright, and let's open up this image, which was shot at 1/250th of a second, 2.8 ISO is 50, because we're indoors. So I'm opening up that image right away, as you can see. And we will now basically do skin correction. But as you can see, this image is slightly out. I'll just put a guide here so you can see when I look at images, I will always look at the horizontals and the verticals. So that count is slightly out. So I'll just crop it and bring it back into place. So there we go, plus minus. Crop isn't set, sorry. We just set that crop. Oh, that's perfect. And while we're just setting that crop, we just have a drink here. Oh, my most favorite drink, Cappy Orange. Absolutely love this brand. Not gassy and so forth. Alright, so there we have our image cropped. That's perfect. Now, first things off the bat, what I don't like about this image is the fact that this thing is sticking out here. So I'll get rid of that. So we have a rectangular tool. Grab that around there, and then we'll fill that space that is in here with what is around it. So that's how Photoshop works. Fairly nifty. There you can see it's quite, it's gone. And now to explain it to you, it's magic. Clear my guides there. I still feel this negative space doesn't work for me, so I'm going to crop it slightly more inner. That's slightly better. I like that. The picture frame is slightly straighter now. There we go. As you can see, overall, lovely picture. However, I want to just retouch Kelsey a bit here. So she's got a few blemishes. I mean, we're all human. So yeah, let me just fast forward this here quickly for you and just show you how I do this. So I like to leave a natural beauty spots in check. Remove all of that. So just fast forwarding this here quickly. Whatever I made a mistake on, I'll just remove. Very good. No blemishes on the leg besides there and over there. Take that out. Perfect. Just smoothen the skin slightly. Get back to something I saw now that I'm actually quite happy, that I'm not happy with. A lot of times guys do retouching and they don't actually touch on the neck. Neck is a vital part of the body as well because everything leads up from the neck, as you can see there. So there's a face there, we're just softening our skin slightly. Just underneath the nose as well. Then this part here, touch on that now that I missed. Under the eyes as well. Then the forehead is like always the biggest eye catch, you know. It's very good. I don't want to go too much. It's very good in my eyes. It's perfect there. Flatten that down, and then what I want to do is I actually want to do some frequency separation over here. That's basically blending the color of her skin into the remainder part of the rest of our body there. So as you can see, I'm just stretching the tones somewhat. I don't want to go overboard with this because one tends to go overboard. Okay, and I'll show you now. So we basically stretching certain highlights, and as you can see there, I'll lift the shadow, bringing that shadow back in. There's a shadow here by our face. I'll just show you. So I'll just remove that and pull, you know, the highlight from this side down to there. All right, retouch there on the forehead. This is what we call a highlight, and then this is a mid-tone, and obviously the other parts are shadows. And then there's Kelsey there. Retouch her hands quickly, make it a bit softer. Obviously, just stretch some of the highlights on the legs here. So it's little imperfections, but I mean, you don't normally see it if you're looking at the image overall. But I just look at in detail tones and shadows in general. I like to remove quite a bit of things in the image, but I don't do this for every single image. As I said, this can be time consuming. I'm starting to overdress there a bit, so skirt. Remove some of that. Then just blend. You see, this is a mid-tone here. There's a highlight, slightly bit of a shadow, although it's the same tonal variation as that. But overall, I think that image is quite good. Actually drop it and flatten it. So one of the things we like to do is we like to organize a gradient map. I'll touch on that now, but look at this here. This little imperfection here, you can't even see it. Always bothers me, these little things here, you know. So I have my clone tool and just match whatever's on this side, on that side. Can't really see it as such. There we go, it's disappeared. So what we call a gradient map. So gradient map. We grab a basic color such as brown, and then from there on we will select our brown and select a color that is for the highlights, perhaps like a rose or something similar to a pale brown yellow, and from there onwards we will adjust to a soft light and adjust the opacity down somewhat, and there you can see the image pops quite nicely. So there's a massive difference between what we saw before and after. So I do hope you can see the difference there, as you can see. And yeah, that is the final image, before and after. Somewhat of a color pop. And I do hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more. Thanks, guys.